Sean Ben, Mark Boone, and Bobby Leverett. The Indians come in with a record of 5-1 after an overtime loss on Tuesday to Centerville. Houseman, coached by John Phillips, starts over 2-4 with a win last night over Minster by 4 points. Indeed, the Indians have defeated earlier this season by almost 20. Starting for Houseman, Chris Wise, Keith Pettit, Jason Foster, Ryan Watercutter, last year the Indians won the contest out of the fort 68-57. For the Fort McHenry, they come in 5-1. They're leading rebounders. Doug Ben with 65 at 10.8 per game. He also leads the team in steals with 13. For recovery, Bob Leverett leads the team in assists with 14. Doug Ben, your point leader, leads with 3 Indians in double digits. Douglas, 14.8. Bob Leverett, 12.7. Mark Briggs, 12.5. Bill Lynch has 13 blocks to lead the team, and Leverett leads the team in 3 points, made with 11. Stopping for recovery, number 44, Bill Lynch, Housen, Jason Foster, kick down to the Indians. Leverett takes it for Fort recovery, goes over to Leverett, to Leverett, over to Sean Ben, over to Doug Ben. Doug Ben working from the corner, gives it back out to Leverett, to Lawrence. Lawrence underneath to Doug Ben, puts it up, no good. Call foul on the rebound. On number 20, Chris Wise of Houston. It's his team first, 7:41 to go before we come basketball out of bounds. Inbounds from Leverett, goes Ben off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Houston. Number 42, Foster. Foster gives the outlet to Wise. Wise takes it from the top feet, looking around, gives it out to Watercutter. Drives in, fakes, drives in, no good. Rebound taken down by Lawrence. Lawrence gives the outlet to Leverett. Leverett trap, gives it out to Lawrence. Lawrence drives the baseline with it, taking it up in the corner, back out to Leverett. Leverett over to Ben. Ben to Leverett. Leverett. Sean Ben. Ben looking underneath, back to Leverett. Puts up the 3, top the key. Count it. 3. Got the Indians. Take the lead on the 12th 3-pointer of the year by Leverett. 7 minutes to play. Indians on top by 3 to nothing. Pass goes over on the right side to Foster. They work it around. Shot by Pettit. No good. Rebound comes down to Wise. Back over to Pettit. To Foster, he lays it up and in. Inbounds goes to Leverett. Indians up 3-2. Leverett gives it over to Ben. Over to Leverett. Dish off the Boone for a high post jumper. 5-2 Indians by 3, 6.5 to play. Stolen away by Lawrence. Lawrence on the fast break gives it up to Leverett off the glass. Good. 7-2 Fort recovery by 5, 6:19 to go. That's already the 5th point for Leverett. Ball's up. They give it up to Watercutter. Watercutter to Foster. Foster out to Wise. Wise taking it from the top of the key. 6:03 to go and sets up with it. Gives it out on the wing to Watercutter. Back over it goes to Wise. Wise to Watercutter. Thanks to about 3. Ball's up and set up with it over to Pettit. Pettit back to Wise. Pettit. Over goes to Watercutter. Watercutter underneath. Fade away by Wilson is good. 7-4 Indians by 3. Lawrence takes it. He's trapped. Turnover. Taken back by the Indians. Lawrence quickly over to Ben. He loses it. Goes out of bounds. Gives it to Houston. Indians come into this game with 109 turnovers already, and they've committed 3 in this game. Definitely got to cut down on turnovers if they want to make a legitimate shot at the MAC this year. Bouncing wide, taking it from the wing. Gives it up to Watercutter. Watercutter back up top to Pettit. Pettit bringing it around over to the corner to Wise. Wise with the ball up. Gives it to Foster. Puts up the shot. No good. On the rebound, got a foul. Underneath. The foul is on Houston. Number 44, Cliff Wilson. For Wilson, it's his first, team second. Bruins brings it in for recovery into Sean Ben. Sean Ben right into the hands of Watercutter, goes up, ordered a shot. Second attempt, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sean Ben. Ball's up, gives it out to Leonard. 4:51 to go. Brings it across the line. Sets up over to Leverett, back to Leonard. Leonard from the wing to Leverett, bring it around over to Ben. Inside to Doug Ben, looking for a baseline move. Puts it up, no good. The tip, Doug Ben, put back there. 9-4 Indians by 5. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise gives it back up. Pettit to Wise. Almost stolen away by the Indians. Gives it over to Foster. Foster from the baseline. Gives up to Wise. Wise from the left wing, taking it back over the top of the key. Ball is up now. Pass goes out. The Watercutter into the hands of Ben on the steal. He gives it up to Leonard. Leonard takes it down himself over on the left side. Underneath the Sean Ben. Nice three. Lays it off the glass and in. 11-4 Fort recovery. By 7. Timeout. Houston trailing by 7 with 4 minutes exactly to play in the first period. Timeout. They give it in to Wise. Wise back over to Foster. Foster to Watercutter to Foster. Foster takes it from the wing, drives in, gives it out to Wise. Wise from top to key, and in a 3-2 zone. Ball's up now. Pass goes into the corner. Puts it on the floor, back over to Wise. Wise, discharge, nothing called. Gives it out to Watercutter. Cross court it goes over. Foster puts up the shot, no good. Got a foul on Houston on the rebound. It's on number 42, Foster. Foster's his first, team third. Substitution number 50, David Hall comes in, replacing Watercutter. Foul from Bruins goes to Renegado. To Bruins. Cross court over to Evans. Evans trapped to Bruins. Bruins gets it across over to Renegado. Renegado taking it from top to key, setting up with it, out to Kanapke. Kanapke taking it from the left wing, back out. Renegado to Evans. Evans drives in with it, gives it out to baseline, over Renegado on the wing, back out to Kanapke. Kanapke from the left wing, feeds to Doug Ben, puts up 10-footer, good. 13-4 for the cover, 3:04 to go. Foster quickly down the side. Taken by Fort Recovery. 3-on-2 fast break. Bruins takes it himself. Plays it off the glass. And good on coast to coast. 15-4 Fort Recovery by 11. 3:50 to go. Got a charge on Houston. On number 20, Wise. For Wise, it's his second personal. Sean Ben checks back in for Fort Recovery, replacing Doug Ben. Bruins bringing it in for Fort Recovery. To Renegado, back over to Bruins. Bruins out to Evans. Evans starts back up top to Renegado, over to Kanapke. Kanapke tries to get in, right back into his hands over to Renegado. Thanks top three, gives it out to Evans. Evans from the wing. Drives baseline, pull-out jumper, no good. Sean Ben's the rebound, falls down with it. Taken down by Wilson. Wilson gives the outlet to Wise. Wise brings it across, setting up in top two, brings it over to the wing. Started by Renegado, ball's up now. Looking for a pass, can't find anybody. And finally gives it up to Hall. Hall gives it back over to Foster, drives baseline, puts up the fadeaway, gets the roll. 15-6. Fort Recovery by 9 with 2:11 to go. Got another Indian turnover on the travel by Matt Kanapke. That'll be Houston basketball out of bounds. They'll be bringing in with Foster. Foster gives it out to Wise. Wise taking it from top. He gives it back out over on the right side. Looking for the shot, gives it back out to Pettit. Pettit underneath, stolen away by Sean Ben, outlet to Knappy. Knappy on a fast break, ball's up to Bruins, high post jumper, no good. Got a foul underneath. Foul is on for recovery number 45. Sean Ben. For Sean, that's his first, team first. Houston basketball. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise spinning around, bringing across the line. Ball's up, can't find anybody. Stolen away by Knappy. Knappy on a fast break before recovery. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bruins. Bruins back out to Sean Ben. To Evans. No look pass over to Knappy. Knappy from the wing to Bruins. Bruins over to Renegado. Quickly out to Knappy on the wing. Knappy drives baseline. Dished off to Sean Ben. Puts up the bunny shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Foster. Foster gives the outlet to Wise. Wise gives it up onto the corner to Hall. Hall back over to Foster. Drives baseline with it. Touches the baseline. It'll be for Car basketball and turnover. Minute 7 to go. Indians by 9, 15 to 6. Bounce from Bruins goes to Renegado. Renegado back over to Bruins. Bruins tries to get a pass to Knappy, goes out of bounds. Another Indian turnover. Minute 2 to go in the first period. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise coming around. Stolen away by Renegado. And it's fouled by Wise. 55.3 seconds to go. It'll be Indian basketball out of bounds. For Wise, that's his third personal. Got Houston substitution. Number 32, Denver Smith comes in, replacing Wise. Sits down with 3. Bounce from Evans goes to Renegado. Renegado over to Knappy. Knappy takes it from the wing over to Renegado to Evans. Puts up the 3 from the wing. Can't get Falk. Goes down to Foster. Foster bringing it over on the left side. Taking it for 40.7 seconds to go. Ball's up. Gives it up to Pettit. Pettit drives baseline. Dishes it off to Wilson. Lays it off the glass and good. 15-8, Indians by 7, quickly down to Knappy. Knappy, pull-up jumper, good. 17-8, Indians again by 9.2 seconds to play. Inbounds goes to Foster. Foster almost going away by Bruins. It goes out of bounds. So it'll be Houston basketball, 15.7 seconds to go. Hall to bring it in for Houston. Gives it to Pettit. Pettit from the top to key. Still around 12.7 seconds to go. Gives it back out to Foster. Play for last second shot. 7.7 seconds to go. Goes out of bounds. Off court recovery. 4.5 seconds now to go. It'll be Houston basketball trailing by 9. Smith bringing it in. Underneath it goes to Hall, puts it on the floor. He traveled with it. The Indians will get it back with 2.4 seconds to go in the first period. Bruins on the inbound for recovery to Evans. To Knappy, 3 at the buzzer. No good. After the first period of play, it's the Indians up for recovery, leading the Houston Wildcats 17-8. The ball to start the second period. Inbounds goes to Foster. Foster bringing it across the line. Guarded by Evans. Gives it quickly out to Smith. Back over it goes. Foster loses it. Puts up the baseline jumper. No good. Rebound. West goes to check in during the break. To Evans to Renegado. Renegado gives it out to Leverett. Leverett to Renegado. Renegado from the top key in the bin. To Renegado quickly to Leverett. 3-pointer. No good. Tip by Doug Bain. No good. Weskers with a putback, no good. Rebound comes down to Foster. Foster bringing it across down the line. Gives it up to Pettit. Got a foul on Renegado. For Renegado, that's his first personal. Team second. It'll be Houston basketball underneath their own basket. Inbounds goes to Hall. Hall Back over to Foster. Foster from the wing. Traveled with it. Turnover gives it back to the Indians. 7:15 to go. Indians by 9. Evans gives it into Leverett. Leverett back to Renegado. Renegado brings it across over on the left side. Trapp gets it out to Leverett. Leverett taking it from the wing. Out to Renegado, top the key, back over to Leverett. Leverett thinks about the pull-up. Gives it up to Ben. Ben on the high post over to Evans. Evans drives around. Cross court to Leverett. Leverett feeds it into Wesker. It's on the floor and they call the jump ball between Smith and Wesker. Alternating possession gives us support recovery of 6:53 to go in the first half. Water Cutter comes back in for Houston. All right, maybe he won't. The inbound from Evans goes to Leverett, back over to Renegado. Renegado from wing gives it over to Evans. Evans drives in with it. No look pass to Leverett on the corner. 3, no good. Rebound taken down by Pettit. Peddle bringing himself over on the right side. 6:39 to go in the first half. Feed stolen away by Ben to Evans. Evans on fast break, support recovery, brings it down court to Leverett. Leverett taking it from the wing. Looking for it. Cross court over to Evans. Gets it between them, back over to Leverett. Leverett feed into Ben. Short court off the glass and good. 19-8 court recovery. Ben scores the 6-point. They give it to Smith. Smith traps, gives it back over to Foster. Foster on the top of the key, gives it up to Pettit. Pettit over Wilson, puts up the fadeaway, good. 19-10, Indians again by 9. Evans to Leverett to Renegado. Renegado crossed over on the right side. Nice pass over Westbrook, off the glass and good. Inbound goes to Foster. Foster traps, gives it back up over the top of the key, over to Hall. Hall quickly out with it. 3-pointer, no good. By Wilson. Evans quickly out to Leverett. Leverett on the left wing. Ball's up now, feeds it into Ben. Puts it on the floor and he's fouled. The foul is on number 50, David Hall. For Fall, it's his first, team 6. Leonard and Bruins come in for Leverett and Doug Zinn. Inbound from Bruins. Top the key to Wesker. Quick out to Renegado. Renegado takes it from the wing. Goes back around over to top the key. Renegado back out to Leonard. Leonard to Bruins on the high post out to Evans. Puts up the jumper. Good. 1-3-10. Puts it by 13. Inbounds to Foster. Indians in full court press. Gives it back out to Pettit. Pettit with the ball up now. Over to Hall. Hall takes himself. Fast break. Broken up by court recovery. Lance gives the outlet to Renegado. Pull-up jumper off the glass. Good. 25-10. 40 by 15. Timeout. Houston. 4:57 to go. Indians by 15. Houston bringing in a timeout. Hall gives in to Foster. Foster. 4:56 to go. Trap. Finally gets it out to Pettit. Pettit takes it himself. Pass tries to give it. Smith goes out of bounds. Turnover gives it to Fort Recovery. Houston at full court defense. Over goes to Leonard. Leonard to Renegado. Renegado will bring across the line for the Tribe. Setting up in the top of the key. Pass it out to Evans. Evans from the wing. Inside the Bruins. Puts it up. Fade away. No good. Got a foul on Houston. Foul's on number 42. Jason Foster. For Foster, it's his second personal. Bruins will go to the line for Fort Recovery, shooting in 1-1. Ben and Evans sit down as Doug Ben and Guggenbauer check in. First shot by Bruins. It's no good, it remains 25-10. Fort Recovery are now in the bonus. He's shooting 2 instead of the 1-1. There's a shooting foul, second shot on the way. Good, 26-10. Fort Recovery by 16. Wise checks back in for Houston, replacing Foster. There's Snap comes in for Pettit. Looking to get it in, gives it to Wise. Wise bring it over on the left side. He's trapped. Over it goes to Smith. Smith with the ball up now. Gives it out to Wise. Wise top the key, and he's still in a 3-2 zone. Bring it up a little bit. He's trapped, can't find anybody, gets it underneath, puts it on the floor. No good, taken up. A snap, gives the outlet to Smith. Out quickly it goes to Hall. Cross court over to Smith, puts up the fadeaway, no good. Doug Bennett the rebound. Quick outlet to Lance. Lance on a fast break, puts it up, no good. He traveled with it. At the halfway point here of the second period, and is by 16, inbounds goes to Smith. Excuse me, to Wise. Wise bringing it across for Houston. Sets up from the top of the key. Indians drop back down into a man defense. Pass goes over to Snap. Snap. Ball's up now, gives it up to Smith. Puts it up off the glass, no good. Doug Bennett with the rebound, takes it himself. Quickly out to Lance, goes out of bounds off of Wise. It'll be for recovery basketball. 3:31 to play in the half. Bruins gives it in to Renegado. Renegado across the line, takes it from top key over to Lance. Nice feed into Ben on the short corner off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. Goes out of bounds off of Ben. It'll be Houston basketball. 3:20 go, trailing by 16. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise guarded by Renegado. Zooming around, taking across the line over on the right side, bring it back down the middle. Ball's up now, gives it quickly out to Hall. Hall drives into the lane, puts it up, good. 26-12, Fort recovery by 14, inbounds to Guggendoor. Guggendoor out to Renegado. Renegado from the wing, feeds it into Ben. Puts up the fadeaway, good. 28-12, Indians by 16. For Ben, that's his 8th point. Bounce to Wise, Indians in a full court press. Wise gives it out to Smith, back to Wise. He's trapped and he got 10-second violation. Turnover gives it back to the Indians. Sean Ben comes in for Fort recovery, replacing Doug Ben. Inbounds from Bruins goes to Renegado with 2:36 to play. Renegado brings the crossover over. Right side step down from the wing, over goes to Lance. Lance from the corner, back up top key to Bruins. Bruins drives up, puts up the 15-footer, no good. Guggendoor with the rebound, goes up, he's blocked. Comes down to Smith. Smith, the outlet to Wise. Wise across the line, takes it from top key. Pass goes over the Snap, off the glass, no good. Lance with the rebound out to Guggendoor. Guggendoor takes himself over on the right side. Ball's up, gives it out to Renegado. Renegado from the wing, gives it out to Guggendoor. Guggendoor inside the Bruins, posting up. Gives it back out to Guggendoor. Deshaun Ben puts up the long shot. Good. 30-12, Fort recovery by 18. Inbounds to Wise, a minute 49 to go. Trap. Step back up with it over Wilson. Wilson almost stolen by Lawrence. Now it is stolen by Lawrence. Takes it, slows things down, drives up, fakes it, gives it out to Guggendoor to Renegado. Fakes the three, drives baseline. Nice dish off the Bruins, goes up and lays it in. 32-12, Fort recovery by 20 with a minute 23 to go. The 7th point for Bruins. They're quickly bringing it crossover onto the right side to Smith. Smith out to Wise. Wise from around over the top of the minute 10 to go. And he sets up with it. Looks something off take, almost thrown by Renegado. Ball's up, gives it out to Hall. Hall back over to Wise. Wise, Smith puts it on the floor. Shot's good, 32-14. Fort recovery by 18 and 53 seconds to go. Bruins gives up to Renegado. Goes out of bounds for him, and the turnover will be Houston basketball. West Curtis, Leverett, Evans check back in for Fort recovery, while Smith and Snap sit down for Houston. Watercutter also comes in for Houston, replacing Wise. Exactly 50 seconds to go. Indians come down in a full court press. Paul gives it into Foster. Foster, and across the line, guarded by Evans now. Gives it underneath onto the high post to Wilson. Wilson back up. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Fort Recovery basketball. 35.4 seconds to play in the half. Evans bringing in for Fort Recovery. Gives it to Everett. Everett driving with it. Takes it down across the line. Out to Guggenberg. Takes the three. Drives in back out to Everett. Everett from top of the key over to Evans. Evans puts up the shot from the wing. Good. 34-14. Indians by 20 at 20.4 seconds to play in the half. Again, full court. Inbounds goes to Foster. Foster runs across left side. He's trapped. Ball's up. They quickly give it out. Baseline shot by Wilson, no good. Putback by Watercutter's no good either. Fight for the rebound, goes out of bounds off Foster. 3.4 seconds to go. Be Indian basketball leading by 20. Evans looking to bring it in for Fort Recovery. Goes out of bounds off the house. 2.8 seconds to go. We'll bring it in at half court. Inbounds from Evans. Goes over to Wesker's three-pointer. No good. And that's the half. Fort Recovery by 20, 34 to 14. Start this second half. Big trail by 34 to 14. We bring it over to Pettit. Pettit drives baseline. Dish it off. Wilson won't fall. Rebound comes down Hall. Gives it up to Foster. Back over to Wise. Wise quickly over to Watercutter. Watercutter from the high post looking for the pass. Gives back out to Wise. Wise from the top to shoot. 3 fouls. Gives out to Watercutter on the wing. Watercutter moves off the pick. Ball's up now. Gives it back out to Pettit. Pettit. Dished off inside to Foster's. Good. 34-16. Indians by 18. 7:22 to go. Ben brings it into Renegado. Renegado across the line, taking it from top to key, gives out to Evans. Evans from the corner over to Ben on the high post. Renegado, three-pointer from the wing, no good. Rebound, Doug Ben off the glass, no good. Saved by Bruins into the hands of Renegado. Renegado takes it from top key to Ben, puts up the fadeaway, no good. Rebound comes down to Pettit. Pettit gives the outlet to Wise with 6:47 to go. Indians by 18. Wise taking it from the wing, gives it up to Watercutter. Watercutter from the left wing. Underneath to Wilson. Wilson fakes, drives baseline, ball's up now. Goes out of bounds off the house, and it'll be Fort Recovery basketball on the turnover. Ben bringing it for Fort Recovery, gives it into Leonard. Leonard's across the right side, into Ben, wide open, short corner off the glass, no good, but he's fouled. Fouls on number 44, Cliff Wilson. For Wilson, his second personal, team first. Going to the line for Fort Recovery, Doug Ben, shooting 2. First shot by Ben. Dribbles on the way. No good, it remains. Fort Recovery 34. Houston 16. Indian substitution number. Bruin sets the check back in for Fort Recovery for Ben after this free throw. On the way. Good. 35-16. Indians by 19. Bringing it in for Houston. There goes to Wise. Foster quickly giving it out to Pettit. Pettit from the wing, drives up. Shot no good. Saved by Wise. Wise takes it from the wing over to Watercutter. Watercutter feeds it underneath to Foster. Fakes, goes up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Sean Ben. And he traveled with it. Turnover gives it back to Houston. Game's been full of turnovers on both sides with 6:08 to go, though. This turnover gives it back to Houston. Foster bringing it in, going for it off the pick. Off the stack. Give it over to Wise. Wise from the corner, looking underneath for the feed. Can't find anybody. Has to take it. Ball's up. And give it up to Foster. Foster, fade away, no good. Rebound pulled down by Watercutter. He brings it into the corner. Quickly back out. To Wilson. Goes over to Wise. Wise drives the baseline. Puts up the shot. Good. 35-18. Indians on top. Renegato takes it off the glass and good. 37-18. Indians by 19. Inbound goes to Wise. Wise trap, gives it out to Pettit. Pettit across down the middle, puts up his jumper, no good. Gets his own rebound, takes it over into the corner. Stolen away by Lawrence. Lawrence on a fast break from Fort Recovery. Drives in, puts it up, good! 39-18, Indians by 19. Bounce Pettit, almost trapped. Gets away from it, goes over onto the right side. Pass goes out to Wise. Wise out to Foster. Foster spin around, blocked by Evans. Rebound comes down to Watercutter off the glass and good. 39-20 Fort Recovery. Trying to give the pass down on the side. Goes out of bounds. Another Indian turnover. Got timeout Fort Recovery, leading 39-20 with 4:55 to go in the third period. Houston bringing it in. 4:55 to go. Gives it into Wise. Wise guarded now by Leverett, who came in during the break. Quickly out with it to Watercutter. Watercutter feeds it in. Foster puts up the fadeaway, good. 39-22, Indians by 17, and bounce to Evans. Evans back to Bruins. Bruins quickly out to Kanapke. Kanapke from the wing drives around. Ball's up now. Get it out to Evans. Evans from the wing. Out to Leverett. Leverett from the top of the key. Back over to Evans. Puts up the shot from the wing. No good. Rebound comes down to Foster. Goes out of bounds off Fort Recovery. It's Houston basketball, 4:20 to play. Bounce goes to Wise. Wise cross line guarded by Leverett, looking to make a move, gives it out to Watercutter. Watercutter from the wing. Goes around and over the top to Foster. Foster takes the three, puts up the high post jumper, no good, gets his own rebound. Puts up the fadeaway, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bruins. Bruins puts it on the floor, out to Kanapke. Kanapke crosses him on the right side, takes it up from the wing, gives it over to Ben. Ben goes up with it, gets his own rebound. Bruins goes up and he's fouled. Fouls on, number 42, Foster. It's his third. Going to the line for Fort Recovery will be Mark Bruins after the second team foul on Houston. First shot on the way, good. 40-22, Indians by 18 with 3:46 to play in the third period. Second shot by Bruins is also good. 41-22, Indians again by 19. Inbound goes to Wise. Wise is trapped. Gives it out to Foster. Foster from the wing puts up the three-pointer. Good. 41-25. Indians by 16. Evans to Bruins. Bruins over to Leverett. Nice pass over to Kanapke. Fakes off the glass and good. 43-25. Indians answer back. They're up by 18. Catch goes to Watercutter. Watercutter out to Pettit. Pettit takes it from the wing. Ball's up. Goes out to Wise. Wise cross court to Watercutter. Point for the win. Good. 43-28. Fort Recovery on top. Leverett to Evans. Evans. Cross court over to Ben. Ben gives it up to Kanapke. Kanapke dribbling around out to Leverett. Leverett takes it from the wing. Out to Kanapke. Kanapke looking to the feet underneath the Ben. Takes shot. Pass goes back to Kanapke. Goes out of bounds. Turnover gives it to Houston. 2:47 to go. Indians by 15. We got an officials timeout. Leonards and Renegato will be back in for Fort Recovery, replacing Leverett and Evans. Bounce from Foster goes to Wise. Wise taking a crossover on the left side, bringing back over to the right, brings it down the middle against Renegato. Ball's up now, pass goes over the corner to Watercutter. Watercutter makes for a move, goes out to Foster. Foster travels with it. Turnover gives it back to Fort Recovery. 2:34 to go. Bruins gives it into Kanapke. Kanapke looking to get it across with the pick. Ball's up. Gives it to Renegado. Renegado from top 2. 2:24 to go. Out to Leonard. Leonard corner. Right, baseline plays it up off the glass and good. 45-28. Indians again by 17. Taken down by Pettit. Pettit gives the pass up. Watercutter goes up. Got a foul on number 43, Doug Ben. For Ben, that's his second personal. Team first. Excuse me, that's only his first personal. Westgers comes into the game for Fort Recovery, replacing Bruins. At the line for Houston with 2:07 to go. It's Brian Watercutter shooting 2. First shot on the way. Rolls around and good. 45-29. Fort Recovery by 16. Second shot by Watercutter on the way. No good. Rebound Doug Ben. Tries to get the outlet to Renegado. Turnover. Gives it back to Wise. Wise from top 2 minutes to play. Feeds it into Wilson. Puts it on the floor. Stripped away by Westcoast. Gives the outlet to Leonard. Renegado back to Leonard. Fast break. No look pass to Ben. Off the glass and good. Makes it 47-29. Indians by 18 in a minute. 49 to go. Now player hurt. We'll have a substitution for Houston. Paul comes in, replacing Wilson. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise bringing it over from the left side, back over down the middle. Sets it up in the wing to Watercutter. Watercutter. Back over to Foster. High post traveled with it again. Turnovers, minute 37 to go, gives it to Fort Recovery. Time Foster is hurt. We'll be back after this officials timeout with a minute 37 to go. Indians by 18. After officials timeout, Kanapke bringing it in for the Tribe. Gives it in to Leonard. Leonard, ball up now, back over to Kanapke. Kanapke brings it across the line, contested over on the left side. Pull-up jumper, good. 49-29, Indians again, a 20-point lead. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise quickly down the court with it. Sets up with it from the wing, dribble back over the top. The key ball's up now over to Watercutter. Almost stolen by West Coast. Pull-up jumper, no good. After the rebound, got a foul underneath. Excuse me, no foul. Not sure what the call was. Anyways, Houston basketball, minute 12 to go. Indians by 20, 49-29. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise back up to cut it, top the key, drives in with it. Looking for something off the pick, almost loses it. Stolen away by Van. Van on 3-on-2 fast break to Kanapke. Kanapke drives baseline. Loses it. It'll be Fort Recovery basketball. 58.7 seconds to go. Trying to add to a 20-point lead, which is a tie for their largest thus far tonight. Checking back in for Houston, number 32, Denver Smith. He replaces Pettit. Renegado bringing in for Fort Recovery. Into Westgers. Westgers back into Ben. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Got a foul on Houston. Fouls on number 50, David Hall. For Hall, that's his second personal. Team third. Inbounds again from Renegado. Goes up to Leonard. Leonard loses it. Dives for it, saves it. Got a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Fort Recovery. 50.4 seconds to go. Kanapke will bring it in for the Indians. Got another officials timeout. 50.4 seconds. We'll be back after this. Recovery. Gives it in to Lance. Lance over the running guy. Takes it from the top two. 48.7 seconds to go. Out to Knappy. Take it from the wing over the runner. Runner snake strides into the same with out the running out. Running out from the wing. Feeds it in. Dutchman. Dutchman makes a move. Nice pass to Westgard. Puts it on off the glass. Inch out with it. 37.6 seconds to go. It'll be Houston basketball trailing by 20. Inbound goes to Watercutter. Stolen away by Knappy. Knappy takes it up. Going back by Houston, touches the baseline with 29.7 seconds to go. B for recovery basketball, leading 49-29. Gonna go in the bin, off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Wise. Got a foul on Doug Ben. For Ben, that's his second, team second. 26.3 seconds to go in the third period. Houston basketball trailing by 20. Sean Ben comes back in for foot recovery, replacing Doug Ben. Give it in to Wise. Wise back over to Watercutter. Watercutter to the right side, almost loses it over to Wise. Wise across the line, taking from top to key. 17.6 seconds to go. Ball is up now, leaning into it. Gives it out to Hall. Hall underneath. Smith fakes, drives in, goes out of bounds off of Houston before we play basketball. 5.2 seconds to go in the third period. Ben bringing in for recovery. Gives it to Knappy. Knappy down on the right side. Puts it up off the glass, no good. With the foot back, no good, but he's fouled. Fouls on number 30 at Fort Recovery, Matt Knappy. Your third period score of Fort Recovery, 49. Houston 29. That is the first personal on Knappy, team third. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in a little bit. Houston basketball to start the fourth and final period. Hall gives it in to Wise. Wise setting it up from the wing. Ball's up, gives it over to Watercutter. Watercutter drives the wing. Can't find anything. Finally gets it out to Hall. Hall pushing off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound, almost taken by Leverett. Boston makes a move, dishes off. Shots good. 49-31. Fort Recovery by 18. Inbounds to Leverett. Back to Evans with 7:29 to go. Evans across the line. Got a foul underneath on Fort Recovery, number 45, Sean Ben. For Ben, it's his second personal, team fourth. Houston basketball out of bounds. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise across the line from the top of the key. Off of Leverett, it'll be Houston basketball, 7:16 to play in the fourth period. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise takes it from the wing, dribble run over top two, spins into the paint. Pull up 14-footer, no good. Goes out of bounds off of Sean Ben. It'll be Houston basketball, 7 to go. Bruins comes back in for Fort Recovery, replacing Sean Ben. Looking to get it in and give it to Watercutter. Watercutter on the wing. Gives the pass underneath. The Hall falls down with it for travel. 7:04 to go, be Indian basketball. Up by 18. Bounce from Bruins. Full court pressure by Houston to Leverett, back over to Bruins. Bruins dribbling it, gives it out to Guggenboder, checked in during the break, brings it across the line. Ball's up, back over to Leverett. Leverett drives in. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Foster. Foster quickly down over on the left side. Top the feet of Wise. Wise over to Watercutter. Three-pointer, well short. Rebound pulled down by West Coast, outlet to Evans. Evans Bruins almost had that one stolen, got away from one, gives it to West Coast. West Coast Guggenbauer, 16-footer, good! 51-31, port recovery by 20, 6:28 to go. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise from top key spin around, takes it up, goes out of bounds off Guggenbauer. Will be Houston basketball with 6:20 to go. Inbounds from Watercutter goes to Wise. Wise from the wing looking underneath. Takes it back around over the top of the key. Spins around, brings it into the paint. Lays it up, off the glass, puts the roll. 51-33, port recovered by 18, 6:08 to go to Evans. Evans looking for it off the pick. To Leverett. That way for Terry. Brings it up over to the top of the key. Leverett drives in the paint with it, gives it out to Westbrook. Westbrook for the corner, pull-up jumper. Short, comes down to Wise. Wise, long pass off the glass and good. 51-35, port recovered by 16, 5:40 to go. Leverett takes it himself, brings it over to the right wing. Ball is up now, looking for a feed, gives it over to Evans. Evans from the wing. Feeds it into Bruins, looking to make a move, fade away, good. 53-35, Indians again by 18, 5:24 to go. Inbounds goes to Wise. Wise bringing it across himself. Takes it over to the top of the key. Drives in with it. Fade away by Foster. Good. Makes it 53-37. Indians again by 16, 5:12 to go. Ben, Renegado, and Leonard checking into the port recovery, replacing Wesker, Leverett, and Evans. Inbound from Bruins, goes to Leonard. Leonard to Guggenbauer. Guggenbauer brings it down the floor, gives it to Ben, in off the glass. No good, gets his own rebound, goes back up off glass, and good. 55-37, Indians by 18 as he just scores his 15th point. Wise takes it from the wing, feeds it inside to Foster, who's fouled by port recovery number 44, Bill Leonard. For Leonard, that's his first personal, team fifth. Towson basketball out of bounds with 4:53 to go. Inbounds goes to Hall, over to Wise. Wise back over with it to Smith. Smith puts it on the floor, gives out to Watercutter on the wing. Watercutter underneath, goes to Hall, puts up the shot, and good. 55-39, Indians by 16. Bruins gives it in to Guggenbauer. Guggenbauer traps, gives it out to to Renegado. Renegado across the line, taking from top to key, gives it out to Guggenbauer. Guggenbauer, nice feed into Ben, makes move off the glass, good. Gives Doug Ben 17, Indians a little bit of pressure. They give it out to Foster. Foster spinning around. Out it goes to Smith, back over to Foster. Puts it up off the glass and good. 57-41, port recovered by 16, 4:08 to go. House again, full court press, inbounds goes to Guggenbauer. Feeds the press, brings it across the line, moves it, gets it back out to Leonard. Leonard throwing it down from the wing over to Renegado. Renegado over to Guggenbauer. Guggenbauer puts it on the floor, back over to Bruins. To Renegado. Renegado from the wing. To Guggenbauer to Bruins. Bruins up top key. Renegado, three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Guggenbauer. Guggenbauer on the floor, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound Bruins off the glass, good, as the Indians take 3 attempts to put one in. 59-41, 13th point for Bruins. Watercutter gives it over to Smith. Back to Watercutter, quickly over to Wise. Wise underneath the Hall, puts it on floor, almost goes off the line. Taken by Foster. Another fadeaway, no good. Rebound comes down to Guggenbauer, over to Renegado. Fast break, gives it up to Bruins, puts it up. Can't get the roll, comes down to Hall. Hall gives the outlet to Wise. 3:04 to go. Wise takes the top key, almost stolen away by Renegado. Brings it into the corner of Watercutter. Watercutter makes a move. Off his foot. Three-pointer by Foster, no good. Rebound comes down to Renegado. Outlet to Dan. Ben slowing things down, gives it over to Renegado with 2:44 to go. Renegado brings it across the line, taking the top key over to Leonard. Leonard feeds it into Bruins, makes the move over to Ben. Ben puts up the shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Hall. Hall to Water Cutter. Across the line on the right side of 2:27 to go. Indians by 18. Water Cutter. Pass goes where nobody's at. Coming in. Pettit, Snap, and Wilson. Replacing Water Cutter, Hall, and Foster. Bruins bringing in for Fort Recovery. It's 2:21 to go. Inbounds goes to Renegado. Renegado back to Bruins. Bruins down over on the right side. Back over to Renegado. Renegado from the top to key. Slowing things down, 2:11 to go. Feeds it into Ben. Ben back out to Renegado. Fakes the three. Out to Guggenbauer. Guggenbauer drives around. Back out to Ben. Ben from the high post over to Guggenbauer. Fakes. Dished off to Bruins. Glass. No good. Got a travel on Fort Recovery. A minute 58 to go. Give it in to Wise. Wise. Cross line guard by Renegado. Minute 51 to go. Indians by 18. Give it up to Smith. Got a foul underneath. On number 32. Excuse me, number 42. Bruins, that's his first. Team 6, next one, put House in the bonus. Goes to Leonard. Leonard from the inbound. He's trapped, gets away with it, drives in. Nice dish off to Ben, off the glass, and good. Minute 36 to go, Fort Recovery by 20, 61-41. Benton has scored almost a third of the Indian points with 19. Over goes to Snap. Snap. Step back up with Wise. Wise from top to key. Over goes to Pettit. Pettit drives in, a minute 18 to go. Dished off to Wilson, puts up the shot, gets it to roll. 61-43, and is by 18. Bruins gives it in to Leonard with a minute 7 to go. Leonard gives it off to Renegado. Renegado across the line, now under a minute to play to Guggenbauer. Feeds it into Bruins. Bruins out to Guggenbauer, puts up the 17-footer, good. 63-43, and is by 20, 49 seconds to go. Wise across the line. Those are just pushed off, nothing called. Pass goes over into the corner. Smith gives it back up, top to key to Snap. Snap drives in at 31 seconds to go to Pettit. Goes up, almost blocked by Ben. Rebound comes down to Ben. Out to Renegado. Goes up and he's fouled. 23.1 seconds to go. Call a foul on number 20, Chris Wise, after committing 3 in the first quarter alone. That's only his 4th personal. Team 4th. Checking in for Houston, number 22, Persons, replacing Wise. At the line for Fort Recovery, Renegado, shooting 2, leading by 20, 63-43. First shot on the way, good, 64-43, Indians by 21. Second shot by Renegado, also good, makes it 65-43, Fort Recovery. Got a foul on the rebound. Foul is on Fort Recovery, number 43. Doug Ben, that's his 3rd. The line for Houseman, number 24, Keith Pettit, shooting 1-1. Put into the 1-1 by Pettit on the way. Good. Snap sinks it. Gives him his first point of the ball game. 65-44, Fort Recovery by 21. Second shot. Set on the way. No good. Rebound comes down to Leonard. Outlet to Renegado. Renegado across the line, tied up with it. Dribbles around over top 2, 14.5 seconds to go. Over to Guggenbauer. Guggenbauer to Lance. Lance to Renegado. Pops the three from the corner. No good. Rebound dug in. He's fouled. 3.9 seconds to go. Fouls on number 32, Denver Smith. For Smith, that's his first personal. Ben going to the line for court recovery. All right, it'll be Indian basketball out of bounds. Just under 4 seconds to play. Renegado. Inbounds goes to Ben. To Guggenbauer. Three-pointer at the buzzer. No good. And that's the ball game. Court recovery. Indians roll to a 21-point lead. 65.